Let's welcome Robert Kesten. Robert believes in universal human rights and has dedicated crucial years of his life to the integration of Universal Declaration of Human Rights around the world. He conceptualized the United Nations Decade of Human Rights Education and is now the executive director of the Stonewall National Museum, Archives and Library right here in Fort Lauderdale. Welcome, Robert.
Thank you, Al.
Your first time anchoring here at Queer News Tonight. We're very excited.
Thank you.
And you have a big event yourself. Billy Porter, September 21st, is going to be here at the venue. It's called Back to the Drive celebration. And of course, we love Billy Porter and we love the Stonewall National Museum. Tell us about what you're going to be doing that evening.
Well, we're doing a lot of things that evening. Primarily, we're announcing new additions to our Stonewall National Educational Project. We are adding a scholarship fund for graduate students to do work in our archives. We're creating a national task force, and we're making that announcement that night. The task force's first meeting will take place in Washington, D.C. before the end of the year, and we'll be addressing the notion that if education was supposed to be a great equalizer and reduce hate and prejudice, why isn't it working? And so that's two of the things, but there will be many more announcements and surprises that night. And then the very next night, we're doing a program at the Art Fund Auditorium
at
ArtServe with Mark King and a whole bunch of other people to talk about his fabulous disease, HIV/AIDS, alcohol and drug abuse, and all the other fun things that people can do when they're young and can't do when they get older.
Yeah, and the Back to the Drive celebration on September 21st, supporting the vital need of the Stonewall National Museum. Just quickly, there might be a lot of people that do not realize that one of the biggest archives in the world for LGBT is sitting right here in our own community.
This is true. We have over 6 million paper documents. That's not including anything else. So if you stack them flat, you could go up one side of the Empire State Building and down the other side, and there would still be more paper. So we have a lot of materials in there, many of them unique, many of them really reminding us of just how resilient our community is. So anyone who wants to come and get a tour of the museum, the library, and the archives can come in specifically on weekends, but also we're the world's largest LGBTQ library. That is important at a time when governments across the United States and around the world are taking books off shelves.
Yeah, absolutely. And one last thing I should say, the event Back to the Drive celebration on September 21st, Billy Porter. Tell us, how did you accomplish that?
That is a trade secret.
I see. I can't share that.
But Billy was definitely at the top of our list simply because he is so outspoken. He will say what's on his mind. He is not afraid of anybody.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what our community needs, not fear, but action.
Yeah.
And anyone who would wear the first dress tuxedo on a red carpet in America on national television has chutzpah.
You know, it's very exciting for our entire community to go to the venue at the Manor to support Stonewall and the fundraising effort and to hear Billy Porter. You know, you zero in on just the fashion sense alone. I did an interview with him earlier this year, and we did it digitally, and I was just expecting absolute wow factor, and he was in bed, just like, hey. And I interviewed Billy Porter in bed. The one thing I came away with is, my goodness, his advocacy. He does not hold an opinion close to vest. He's going to tell you exactly what he thinks is going on. And so for this event, September 21st, I just can't even wait to hear what he's going to say.
The gloves will come off.
Absolutely.